Let's talk about the DieDam magazine loader. It's a 3D printed magazine loader. It's printed out of PLA material. It's the most common printing material for 3D printers. One of the downsides is it is a little temperature sensitive. Extreme heat. Don't leave it in your car in the middle of summer. Don't leave it up in your attic. Extreme heat will break down the plastic a little faster. I don't know what that is. I've had some pretty high temperatures. Nothing's fallen apart, but it is supposed to break down a little bit faster. The surface isn't perfectly smooth. Again, it is 3D printed. I could get it a little bit smoother if I wanted, but right now it's made of multi-pieces. The top part's the slide because, well, it slides back and forth. That takes about 4.5 hours to print. The bottom part, the base, takes about 8.5 hours to print. We have the spring cup, spring, and the slide lock. The spring cup and the slide lock take about 45 minutes to print. So that's where I'm sitting on the quality. The slide lock comes up into the rectangle here for the slide. Keeps it moving back and forth, locks it right into the center. The feed neck is a friction fit. It is tapered, so I know it accepts all of my rotors. Should accept all rotors. I'd assume other hoppers as well. Again, it's taper fit. You can press the loader in. You don't have to go real far. You don't have to go real deep. You're only holding 6 ounces of plastic. It's not like when you put it on a paintball gun where you're trying to hold the hopper and all the paint on. All you're trying to do is hold 6 ounces of loader on, so you can just press it in. When you do take it off, don't pull it from the base. Actually grab the slide so that when you're pulling it off, it comes off the slide. If you hold it by the base, there's 4 screws that hold the slide on. I'm sure at some point they'll strip out if you're just pulling it apart here. So hold on to the slide and take the 2 parts apart when you're done with it. Again, you don't have to put it in extremely tight. I like to hold on to the front of the rotor. It's a little smaller than trying to grab the back of it. And then I have the slide lock on the opposite side. There's a loading indicator on the side here. If this line lines up with that line right about there, you should be feeding into the one part of your magazine, so anywhere in this area. Back in the center, it's not feeding. When it gets over into the other side, about there, it should start loading. Somewhere in that area, it'll be loading. So it's on both sides, just a little loading indicator. The 4 screws that are held down, they have washers on the top. There's nylon inserts on all the screws, so you're not sliding back and forth against the thread, so it works nice and smooth. So again, you put the hopper on, put the slide lock down to move it back and forth. You do have to push the followers down on your magazine, but just turn your hopper on, no paint's coming out. Place it on top of your magazine, pull the slide lock down. I prefer to move the hopper forward. It filled this first in the back magazine, but it filled that. Then I move it backwards, it just filled that chamber. Then let go of the slide lock. So let go of the slide lock, return it to the center, it'll automatically lock itself. You lift it up, put it on the next magazine, pull it down that way, go back, let go of the slide lock, go back to the center. Okay? It does singles, doubles, does pull it down, forward, back, let go. 10 round magazines, 15. Now the one thing, because of the height of the magazines, so on the 10 rounds it puts 11, on the 5 rounds it actually puts 7, so it holds 6 clearly. So you do have to remove, those came out pretty easy. You do have to take the top one off of the magazine. So you do have to manually remove the top ball, then you can close your doors and be ready to rock and roll. So So that's it. That's the Dye Dam loader. Magazine loader.